there's nothing he can do to finish Gracie off here. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. The fight's over.
That is it.
That's it.
That is all.
That's it.
31:06.
There is no winner.
And we are told, let's see, that this will be a 5-minute overtime.
They're going to start them on their feet again.
Start on their feet, so the 30 minutes became 31:06. 5-minute overtime, and both corners agree. Bob Shamrock says yes. Emil Gracie says yes. They will start from their feet.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
And Royce likes that. He's got a chance to work from the top. 5-minute OT underway.
Come on, baby, let's go.
A restart in the super fight.
Now this changes everything here. This changes everything here. They're back on their feet. Anything can happen here. Both these guys like to be on the ground. And guess what? They're back in the
Gracie with a right hand. And Gracie looks like he's got a mouse underneath his right eye. He got popped by a right from Shamrock.
He's going to work on that mouse now using those small headbutts.
There's the headbutt by Shamrock. He nailed Gracie.
Let's work, let's work.
Where they both were standing. And that eye will close quickly from that position. That is a vulnerable spot by the eye. It's dangerous if the blood goes into the eye area.
Well, it's going to affect his vision, but as you saw, Gracie doesn't really look at his opponent in the guard. He may look to see a lock or where his gi is so he can grab it. But when they put him on their feet, that changed everything, and I think that was an advantage for Shamrock, putting them back on their feet, because I believe he's probably the better puncher.
So Gracie now has to defend his eye instead of worry about making an offensive move.
I really don't think Gracie's too worried about the eye. Again, once you're in the guard, it's all by feel. It might be painful, I agree with you there, Bruce.
But that left hand now, you can see he's using it defensively rather than reaching around and trying to grab his own gi.
That's correct, because Shamrock knows there's a mouse there. No, Gracie is cut and bleeding. He's going to take those little headbutts. They're not real powerful, but he's going to strike that damaged area, and obviously that's got to be a little bit uncomfortable for Gracie. And certainly it's going to make Gracie look the worst of wear in this entire contest.
2 minutes into the 5-minute overtime. Shamrock pummeling Gracie with a right hand to the head.
Keep working.
Another shot to Gracie's head by Shamrock, who has gotten more aggressive.
Well, he senses the kill here now. He realizes Gracie's a little bit hurt.
Keep working.
And who knows how hard that punch was. Gracie, we've never seen him hurt before. We don't know what he's really going to look like.
So that big cut underneath the right eye of Gracie. It swells up quickly. Shamrock not getting to that cut where his head is now. It's more at the Adam's apple of Gracie. 5-minute overtime in this super fight. Shamrock back where he was in regulation. In the mounted position. Jim, is Gracie thinking draw now with the cut the way it is?
Well, it becomes a stalemate because Shamrock knows what not to do, and Gracie knows what he can't do.
Come on, kid, let's work. Come on,
so if Gracie can get that arm under, that's about all it seems that he can try to do at this time. Shamrock knows that.
In a very subtle way, Jim is right, but in a very subtle way, it seemed as though Shamrock was defensive through the whole 30-minute period. But I believe what you're saying here, Bruce, is correct. I believe now Gracie is the one who is all defense here. He is not going to try, except for that chokehold, to do anything too offensive because he is hurt, and I think he knows it.
Head to head.
Well, Gracie went back to the guard. It looked as though he might try an elevator that we saw earlier in the earlier fight.
A minute left in overtime. Shamrock and Gracie. Shamrock back on top. Huge swelling underneath the right eye of Gracie. Oh, almost got his finger near Gracie's eye. That is unallowed. That is disallowed in this competition. Eye gouging not allowed.
Intentional eye gouging.
30 seconds left, guys.
Almost 30 seconds now.
Put it out. Come on, 30 seconds.
Shamrock working hard.
But Shamrock is definitely the aggressor now. No doubt about it.
But Gracie, a master of defense as well as offense. A matter of fact, his offense usually keys off his
30
defense.
seconds. Come on,
The
guys.
whole guard is a defensive set. It starts with the premise of defense, waiting for the man on top to become too aggressive, leaving that opening for exploitation.
5 seconds to go.
left. Come on,
Gracie's going to
guys.
look a lot worse, but this one will end in a draw.
All right, pull it apart. Pull it apart.
And that is the end of the super fight. Wow. Oh, I can't believe there's boos. I can't believe it.
Some of these people, there's a lot of people clapping. There's a lot of people clapping.
I said the boos would change to claps. Gracie is a mess. Shamrock looks marvelous. And the crowd does not like it at all. You can see there's a little mouse under the left eye of Gracie. That right eye will be closed in a matter of time. Shamrock parading the ring, raising his arms in victory.
Well, there was no victory, but it's certainly going to appear because Shamrock got put on his feet. That gave him the chance to strike in that 5-minute overtime, and that was really the only big blow of this entire fight.
Well, they had to start it that way. And after all, it's the Ultimate Fighting Championship, so it's on your feet, it's striking, it's all of it.
Now this is OT. Watch the right hand by Shamrock.
The first big blow.
36 minutes and 6 seconds was the time of this bout.
Yeah, man.
It ends in a draw. Gracie being lifted by his brothers. As you take a look at that action from overtime. Jim Shamrock made a run of it in overtime. There's the end of the bout. Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock fight to a draw. Although both raised their hands,
You know, people are
in a
very
sign of
interesting.
victory.
You know, they never understand the subtleties, the heart of a war.